Welcome back to A Year in the Loft with Alex, or as I joked in the last video, welcome to A Year in Lockdown with Alex. Anyway, today is album 10, track 2, and is another banger. Let's get to it. So, you may be wondering, how do I know it's another banger? And that's because it's another track that I started out in Nashville with James this time, and I'm going to scoot over to the piano. Don't know why I didn't start on the piano, and it follows these chords: B minor, B flat diminished, A major, G like sharp diminished, G major 7, E minor 7. And as this is the dance album, it sounds a little bit more dancey than how I played it. And we came up with this rhythm, which sounds very poppy, very jumpy. And then in the verse, we just follow the chords, and we have a finger snap in already. And it sounds like this. BPM is 126. Now, me and James have already written up the vocals and the lyrics, so let me explain them a little bit. So, as I alluded to, I have the lyrics here, which we wrote, and there's actually not that much to go with the lyrics, or even in the lyrics, but I was going to read you the pre-chorus, which says, "Time is changing, it's rearranging everything in front of me except the dance floor. Mind is racing and suffocating, my heart is needing release on the dance floor." So yeah, kind of a little bit like the last one, that kind of club situation and kind of easy, chilled lyrics, not going to deep them at all, but as I'll talk you through them all later. My plan now is to kind of stack this production out, make it all like full, fat, proper dance mix, or as much as I can do, and then record some vocals, and I'll catch up with you later on in the afternoon. Right, so I finished all the editing. I've gone a little bit crazy with this track, I'm not gonna lie. Let's jump straight in. I actually don't really know where to start, if I'm honest. There's so much to get through. Basically, I started with the chords, which I explained earlier. There's the pad, which, as I said, played the chords B minor, B flat diminished, and as I explained. And then for the chorus, we chose that syncopated rhythm. And then there was a lead, kind of like a little... which also kind of jumps around, also plays a pretty syncopated rhythm, and we bring that in the verse. If I played the plucks in the intro... so you kind of hear the gist of where it's going. Now, I felt like it was a little bit too empty, so I added a couple of gospel vocal loops. There's this one. And then there's this glitch vocal, which they sound like this. And then into the chorus, there's a riser, as you hear on every like dance track, that sort of thing. And then the drum loop, which is a big dance beat, as you hear in the club, whatever. And with the dance beat and all the instruments, you had this. And basically the bass, which you can hear, is this sound, made up of two sounds, this sound, and this. And then James basically added some guitars, which sound like this. And we kind of glitched it all out, because if I play the drums, it sounds pretty interesting. So you have this. Which brings me on to the vocals.
Lights down, we all come up. We're singing out, we're on the dance floor.
Pretty standard.
Pushing my luck, it's more than us.
Some ad-libs, this is the second verse.
Came over us. Time is changing, it's rearranging everything in front of me except the dance floor. Mind is racing and suffocating. My heart is needing release on the dance floor.
And the only kind of interesting thing in the vocals was the vocal chants, which you can see down here, which sound like this.
Except the dance floor.
And then this little backing vocal with the ad-lib.
Suffocating, needing release on the dance floor.
And with the lead vocal, that sounds
Except
like...
the dance floor. Mind is racing and suffocating. My heart is needing release on the dance floor.
Into the drop. And then the outro. And that pretty much makes up the entirety of the song. Now, for me, it feels like I've done so much more production than I ever intended to do, but I've like slammed everything in, every like last little detail of dance music I know to try and make it kind of as interesting as possible, just to carry the song through. This is a dance album. I want to try and make it as like edgy and as cool and as possible, and dance music's always changing, so you kind of want to make the production, I guess, stand out a little bit. Anyway, let me talk you through the lyrics. So I didn't actually play you the first verse, but it says, "You already know, X's and O's letting me go on the dance floor. We were taking our time, dancing in line, but a feeling came over us." Into the pre-chorus, "Time is changing, it's rearranging everything in front of me except the dance floor. Mind is racing and suffocating. My heart is needing release on the dance floor." So once again, like, I'm not going to deep the lyrics, probably a little bit deeper than yesterday's Dance With Me, but for me, this song kind of just emphasizes you going through the motions of being on the dance floor, being intoxicated, being with somebody, and like enticing that person in. Verse 2, you know, the lights are down, we all come up, we're singing out, we're on the dance floor. As you do, everyone's chanting on the dance floor. Not that we'd know, because we've been stuck in like lockdown for nearly a year actually. And pushing my luck, it's more than us, it's a feeling that came over us. So yeah, you know, I'm just saying, like, when you get that feeling with someone and you're like, they like me, I like you kind of thing, and you're on the dance floor and you can see yourself coming together, and it's one of those experiences. And the song's called Time Is Changing, and I think it's a pretty cool, like, the imagery is pretty cool, basically, and especially in the pre-chorus. I just like the thing that everything's rearranging, and it's the feeling that came over us, and my heart's like suffocating, I need to release it, and you know, the best place to do that is on the dance floor. So yeah, as always, I'll leave the lyrics and in the comments and in the description for you to read. And if you have enjoyed this video and you're new around here, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I'm always looking to, get new fans, see if more people are commenting, people like the videos, don't like the songs, I don't really know. Anyway, yes, the audio will be out tomorrow, so make sure you stick around for that. Time is Changing, it's another banger in my opinion. And I will be back in a few days' time for album 10, track 3, flying through it as always. Enough rambling from me. Bye-bye, and peace.